We're sure you've seen and heard a lot about the different benefits of seed retention. In this video, let's talk about the benefits you get after 30 days of NoFap. 1. Semen retention will make you calm and collected and cool. When you're talking to clients or meeting new people, participating in conversations, or just spending time with women, you will feel more confident and able to engage. Rather than focusing on what you're going to say next, you actually listen to what others are saying and try to be involved in a back and forth conversation. You're also able to tell when others are uncomfortable, and because you're comfortable in 99% of situations, you can put them at ease. Many people like to talk about how they feel when they intimidate other males, which is really a very childish way of thinking. You have to try to be a good person who makes others feel comfortable in your presence, even if you disagree with them. If you believe in yourself, you should be able to be kind to everyone. If a woman rejects you, walk away, forget about it, and move on. In the past, I was more prone to becoming fixated on a specific girl. However, once you move on, you'll be surprised at how quickly you'll find a new one. You can't be out screwing various ladies, but it's okay to meet new people, trying to figure out who you can get along with. The ultimate goal isn't always sex. Think about it. You've probably been out on a date with someone. You had a decent meal, saw a movie, and then you walked her home. You know she had a terrific time, and you did too. At her door, you volunteered to come in, but at the back of your mind, you were hoping that she would decline because you didn't want to break your streak. So when she answered no, you were relieved and proceeded to walk your way back home. Now it's up to you to think clearly and decide whether or not you want to see her again. Semen retention keeps your ego in check. You know what you want, but if you don't get it, you'll move on ahead, and that can be very liberating. 2. The level of energy is incredible. You must, however, do something to expend this excess energy. When I first started, I didn't work out at all and instead spent the rest of my day drinking and spending time with friends. Fortunately, I decided to buy a home gym, which made the whole process much more enjoyable. I was always extremely horny prior to working out and sometimes made poor decisions. It's crucial to convert your energy because you will do great. After a 30-day streak, you instinctively begin waking up early and it becomes easier for you to go to sleep because you tire yourself from working out. As a result, you'll be desperate for something to facilitate your daily activities. There will always be days filled with sadness because, well, that's how it works. You have to close one door to open another. There will be days where you'll be tempted to relapse simply to relieve stress, but you must keep on going and you will be rewarded. Wonderful days are ahead. When you're having a bad day, try to remember that it will pass, even if you feel like you've hit rock bottom. 3. Less tolerant of the hatred of others, and you become more forgiving of yourself. I'm sure you've been there before too. Your day has been ruined by a slew of distracting thoughts and overthinking in general. You probably also had days when you feel like you needed to yell out loud because you remembered a memory from your past that makes you physically shiver. I've felt that way too. Those thoughts still come up every now and then, but they are, however, far less common. I'm much more forgiving of myself these days than I used to be, and I'm not going to put up with people's hatred as I used to because, well, I don't really care that much anymore, to be honest. 4. Develops your sensory perception. I've always enjoyed experimenting with a variety of medications, but since I started using alcohol to socialize, that's what I would absolutely recommend. I've noticed that since starting this, I've had much less of a desire to do drugs of any kind. Although I never used drugs extensively, I believe that that phase of my life was motivated by anxiety. I didn't want to think of myself as worried because I felt that it implied that I was delicate and weak. But I should probably admit that I was unquestionably one of them. To get rid of that feeling, I used to take those pills, but now I no longer have to. Another benefit I would say I got is that I got a better understanding of music, which also appears to do a better job of retaining sperm. I used to enjoy getting high and listening to music, but it no longer sounds the same, and I'm no longer a paranoid, worried, high freak chained to my couch. 5. The level of self-assurance is at an all-time high. It can make you feel like you're just getting started in your career. You may not be the most appealing man, you may not be the strongest either. You may find it difficult to smile naturally for a photograph, and there are probably many other things you've told yourself over the years that you think will not work out, which have destroyed your self-esteem. Even though everything else in your life has changed and you feel like your life is a wreck, your focus would have already shifted. Semen retention would make you feel like you were in the middle of some ongoing improvement project. Semen retention serves as a reminder to remain on track with self-improvement. Believe that you can accomplish all of your goals. You spend a lot of your life thinking that if you get this or if this happens, you'll be happier. But what that does, it just deprives you of your current enjoyment. Of course, there are still gonna be bad days, but overall, you'll feel content with your life. You'll no longer be overthinking everything. Instead, you'll be able to do things that, well, come naturally to you. 6. Attraction to females. When you step away from the digital world, you start to really see and appreciate the real world. As a result, the vast majority of men will start retaining their sperm. This will be challenging to convey because it is something you deeply believe in. When you keep energy within yourself by retaining sperm, it manifests in your behavior, activities, and thoughts. You must channel your energy in some way. You are more confident and relaxed. When you're talking to a girl, you start making eye contact with her. Your voice has a soothing effect on others. Your attitude toward people, not just girls, starts to change, and others start to enjoy being in your company. Don't waste your time pursuing someone who isn't deserving of it. Thanks for watching. If you like our stuff, subscribe for more motivational content. See you in the next video of The Generous.